Hello everyone, in this video I am going to discuss how can we draw a particle size distribution curve from the sieve analysis data, and we'll also discuss some basic things about this particle size distribution curve. So as you can see here, this particle size distribution curve is plotted between percentage finer and particle size, where percentage finer is on y-axis and particle size is on x-axis. So first of all, we perform this sieve analysis test in laboratory, and based on the results which we get from the sieve analysis, uh, we plot this curve between these two variables, percentage finer and particle size. So there are 3 or 4 types of curve that we get when we plot the data. So as you can see, this first curve number A, which shows this is known as well graded curve because it contains particle size of all the ranges. As you can see, all the range size is covered in this curve. And this curve B is known as gap graded because as you can see, the particle size of this range, which is horizontal, particle sizes of this range are absent from this curve. So this is known as gap graded curve. And this curve C, this is known as poorly or uniformly graded because only one particle size, only this range of particles are present in this curve. That is why it is known as poorly or uniformly graded curve. And on the basis of the curve we obtain these two values, and these two values are helpful in classifying the soil. So as you can see, coefficient of uniformity, formula for obtaining this is d60 upon d10, and coefficient of curvature, formula for this is coefficient of curvature is equal to d30 square divided by d60 into d10. So here d60, d10 and d30 are basically the particular size below which the 30% particles are finer than this particular size, and in d60 60% particles are finer than this size, and in d10 same thing is there, 10% of particles are finer than this particular size. So based on the values that we get for Cu and Cc, if Cu is greater than 4, then that soil is known as well graded gravel, and if it is greater than 6, then it is well graded sand, and if Cc is between 1 to 3, then that particular soil is a well graded soil. So for well graded gravel, which two conditions are to be satisfied? It is if that Cc value should be between 1 to 3 and Cu should be greater than 4. And for well graded sand, Cc should be between 1 to 3 and Cu should be greater than 6. And now we will see how to draw this particle size distribution curve. So what we basically do is first perform a sieve analysis test in laboratory, and suppose we take 900 gram sample of soil sample, and we perform this sieve analysis test. As you already know, the procedure for sieve analysis is first we prepare a set of sieves. At bottom we keep pan and avoid 75 micron size sieve and avoid 150 micron size sieve, and in this particular sequence we keep all the sieves, and then we take 900 gram of sample and we pour it onto 20 sieve, and then we shake it for 2 minutes, and the particular mass retained on each sieve is calculated or measured. So as you can see, these are the mass retained on particular sieves, and these two data is basically given to us from the sieve analysis test. So what we have to do is first we have to find percentage retained on each particular sieve. So for that, what we do is mass retained on that particular sieve divided by total weight of soil sample, which is 900 gram multiplied by 100. That will give us percentage retained on each particular sieve. And after that, what we do is we find out cumulative percentage retained. So in that, what we do is for first number of sieve, that is for 20 sieve, it will be 3.89, and for all the next sieves, what we do is we add the next, suppose for 10 sieve we have to find the cumulative percentage retained, then what we will do is we will add a 3.89 with 4.44 and we will get the cumulative percentage retained. And for next sieve 4.75, what we will do is we add 8.33 with 8.89 and we'll find out that particular cumulative percentage retained for that particular sieve, and we keep doing this for the next number of sieves, and at last we find the value as 100%. And now our next step is to find percentage finer. For that, what we do is, for that particular sieve, we subtract this cumulative percentage retained from 100, and we find percentage finder for that particular sieve. So for 20 mm it is 100 minus 3.89, 96.11. For 10 mm sieve it is 100 minus 8.33, 91.67, and so on. So now what we have to do is we have to plot a graph between percentage finder and particle size. So these two, this percentage finder and these two are important to us. So on the basis of these two values we plot the curve, which will be our next step. So now for particle size distribution curve we use a semi-log graph. On y-axis we have percentage finder in arithmetic scale, and on x-axis we have particle size in logarithmic scale. And now on y-axis we keep the values from 10 to 100, and on x-axis what we do is we start from 0.01 and we go up to 100. So see, you guys must be familiar with this semi-log graph. So let me tell you how the things are plotted in this graph. So we are taking our origin point as 0.01. So next point, which is, as you can see here, 2 is given, so that will be our 0.02. Same way number 3 will be 0.03 and 4 will be 0.04. This way we keep on going and we come here at number 9 as 0.09. Now our next point, which is again given as 1, will be our 0.1. So in this way this graph things are plotted on this graph. Now if this is our 0.1, then next number 2 will be 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and these are here increasing in the so this way we plot. Now if this is our 1, so next will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be our 10, and after 10 it will again go on increasing as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. So this way. And for plotting the curve, what we do is we start from here, that is we start from backwards, because that way it will be easier for us. So here first we take 20 mm particle size, which will be 10 is here, so 10 is here, so 20 will be here obviously. So at 20 mm percentage finder is 96.11. so at 20 mm we find out its y-axis coordinate, which is 96. So 90 is here, so 96 will be here. So we plot this point here, 96.11 at 20 mm particle size. So next point over is at 10 mm, 91.67. So 10 is here, and at 10 mm 91.67, so 90 is here, so 91.67 will be somewhat here. So that way we'll plot this point. Now next is at 4.75 we have to plot 82.78%. So now what we do is 1 is here, 2, 3, 4. 4 is here. Now between 4 and 5, 10 divisions are given. So what we do is we go as 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, and between 4.7 and 4.8 there will be 4.75. So between 4.7 and 4.8 we keep our scale and we plot the point, which is 82.78. So between 4.7 and 4.8, 4.75 will be there. So we keep a scale here and we plot this point, which is 82.78 as here. Same way we plot all rest of the data and we get a curve like this, as you can see. Now from this curve we have to obtain the values of D60, D10 and D30, which will find the coefficient of uniformity and the coefficient of curvature. So for D10 we here 10 percentage final point is here, so we extend this point the curve and we find its x-axis value, which is 0.13 mm. Here the point below this curve, here wherever it intersects the x-axis, that will be our value corresponding to 10 percentage final. Here we get the value as 0.13 mm. Same way we do it for D30 and it gives the value as 0.54 mm, and same way we do it for D60 and it gives the value as 1.5 mm. Now using this value we find value of Cu and Cc. So as we have already seen that formula for coefficient of uniformity is D60 upon D10, and as we saw in the graph that the value of D60 was 1.5 and value of D10 was 0.13. So we divide 1.5 by 0.13 and we get the value of Cu 2 as 11.53. And same way as we have already seen that formula for coefficient of curvature, which is Cc, is d30 square divided by d60 into d10, and we have already found the values of d60, d10 and d30, so we keep those values in this equation and we get the value of Cc as 1.495. So now if we have to, so these are the values of sequences, and now if we are asked to classify the soil on the basis of these values. So as we have already discussed that the value for the gravel, the Cc value should be between 1 to 3 and Cu value should be greater than 4, and for the granite sand the Cc value should be between 1 to 3 and Cu value should be greater than 6. So as it is evident from these two values that Cc is between 1 to 3 and Cu is greater than 6, so this particular soil is a well-graded sand, which is defined as SW in our geotechnical terms. So this is a